strength, flexibility, repetition, grace, precision, athleticism, awareness. We combine all aspects of athletics. We visualize the movement. We take a breath, and then we jump. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. Growing up, I did gymnastics pretty much my whole childhood, kind of through 6th or 7th grade. I was injuring myself a lot, so I was looking for another way to kind of still tumble or flip, because that's what I was really passionate about. And I just kind of fell into diving and realized that it's kind of the same thing, only in the water. And I really did not like it, and I told my parents this was not for me because I didn't really get to do anything fun. I was just kind of doing front jumps and back jumps and that kind of thing. So I took a break from diving for a while, figured it wasn't my thing. My coach was just trying to basically convince me that diving is an exciting and fun sport, and after watching these high schoolers when I was little, I was like, okay, this could be for me. I always knew that I wanted to do some kind of sport in college. Athletics has always been such a big part of my life. My junior year, I actually had shoulder surgery, which is a very, very big year for recruiting. So I was very worried that many schools wouldn't look at me because of my shoulder injury and the surgery. I was looking at a few schools, and MSU kind of fell into place where my coach was like, oh, do you want to check out MSU? And I was like, not really, they're in Michigan, and being from Ohio, I never wanted to go to school in Michigan. Eric sent me an email or gave me a call, and I was like, okay, I'll go. My recruiting trip was actually the same day as the Michigan State-Ohio State game, so that was kind of an influencer. And so when I stepped on campus, though, I knew this was the place for me. Away from the pool, we do Dryland 3 times a week. So normally we'll come in, we'll do abs. We have a list of abs that we have to do each day. And then we have some dry boards that lead into a foam pit. And so we'll get on that, we'll do hurdles, we'll do flips, just kind of preparing ourselves to get into the water. Sometimes Eric will pull us in belts just so we can kind of get the motion of new dives or old dives and just work on the mechanics without hitting the water. Diving is a huge mental sport. Once you can kind of get over what's in your head and just do it, it gets a lot easier, but definitely visualizing is something we do a lot. Before I do a dive into me, I'll actually close my eyes for a second, visualize myself doing the dive, and then I'll take a breath and go. But at practice, when you're learning a new thing, that's kind of hard to kind of wrap your brain around doing something new. Oh, I have to fling my body off the 3-meter and do this many flips. But a lot of it does come from Eric, where he tells you that he knows you can do it, and if you sit there and visualize it and see yourself doing it, it's a lot easier to get things off the board. When you're in the air, it goes by so fast. After every dive, you can kind of sit there and watch your dive. So kind of go through what Eric is correcting you on and actually see it for yourself after. And it also has a pause, a slow-mo, a rewind button, which is really nice to go through and kind of step by step see your dives. I redshirted my junior year. Everything that I had torn in high school and had surgery on, I had re-torn in my shoulder. So I had to have labrum surgery again. So I decided to just take the year off and have both surgeries, just so I could take another year of eligibility and see where my next 2 years led me.
Diving, that's really hard to do, to take a full year off and then just come back from it, because you're missing out on a lot of training. But to come back and work as hard as she did, it takes a strong will and a strong character. She really has a lot of experience, and she's one of the first people I go to whenever I have questions, because she's been through most of what we can experience. She's just really caring too.
Right after I had the surgery, basically I was just ready to get back in the water, learn everything again. Last year was kind of just my relearn everything, figure out exactly how to dive again. But this year, I'm kind of working towards some goals. I would love to place top 10, top 20 at Big Tens and hopefully make it to NCAAs on 1 meter. Michigan State is pretty well known for not only athletics but also academics. I graduated in the spring. This summer, I interned with the Cleveland Indians for the All-Star Game, which was an amazing opportunity, not only for myself, but also for the city of Cleveland, which is really cool being from there. I worked in the community relations department, which is what I knew I wanted to do and kind of what I want to go into in the future. Right now, I am getting my graduate degree in sports administration. Having a degree from here really sets me aside from most other candidates, which is really nice. And it also gave me the chance to do what I love, which is diving. So kind of combining the two along with being on such a beautiful campus, I think will really set me up for what I would like to do in the future.